He's skilled enough. Yes, I'm gonna give it to him. He's skilled enough because he's winning. Even if he's fighting guys and your guys don't believe are good enough fighters, they should be able to beat him.
Right.
Right, but they can't.
Right.
So he's beating people who really he shouldn't really be beating. We gotta give him that credit. He's beating people that he really should not be beating.
Jake is big. Tank has a lot of skill, but I don't think he's the same Tank that we saw the most incredible knockouts. We saw him, Lamont Roach performed great.
Man, this is gonna be better than damn Circus on Lake. Yeah, it's gonna look weird as hell in the ring together, man. You see how big Jake Paul is? 200 plus pounds? Man, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Mike Tyson has shown respect for Jake Paul, saying the YouTuber turned boxer deserves far more credit than he gets. Tyson points out that Jake has genuine skill and qualities critics constantly overlook. He believes people dismiss Paul unfairly just because of his non-traditional boxing background. In Tyson's eyes, Jake's abilities in the ring speak for themselves and deserve recognition regardless of how he entered the sport.
Jake Paul, he keeps saying he wants to fight you. Do you want to fight him?
That could be very interesting.
It could be interesting.
I never took it really serious, but yeah, that could be really interesting.
You think that he is skilled enough to make it something that you might actually want to do?
He's skilled enough, yes. I'm gonna give it to him. He's skilled enough because he's winning. Even if he's fighting guys and your guys don't believe are good enough fighters, they should be able to beat him.
Right.
Right, but they can't.
Right.
So he's beating people who really he shouldn't really be beaten. We gotta give him that credit. He's beating people that he really should not be beating.
Jake Paul continues to grab headlines, not only with his controversial fights, but also with the platforms he's bringing into boxing. Paul highlighted how the sport is becoming more exciting, and with Netflix stepping in as the official streaming partner, it signals a brand new era. The move is huge. Netflix, one of the world's biggest entertainment giants, is now diving into combat sports, giving boxing access to a global mainstream audience that would have never tuned into traditional pay-per-view.
News, by the way.
It's massive.
Like,
yeah.
I know we're taking it very
It's
nonchalantly.
massive.
This is going to be your next super fight. And this is
on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Insane.
So it's another Netflix fight.
November 14th, Netflix.
Hey,
Holy
it's fun.
shit.
It's funny. Like, actually, you kind of like pioneered this a little bit. The pay-per-view model for combat is dying. It seems, especially now with the Paramount's acquisition of UFC. It seems like free fights may be the way of the future.
Piracy is such a big problem. That's what it is.
And I thought you did that with one of your fights where you were going against the piracy. What fight was that? Where I don't know, maybe.
No, I mean so there's there was like the TV era of boxing, then there was the pay-per-view era of boxing, and now we're going into the streaming era of boxing. So it's just interesting. Things are gonna get weird, but
I mean,
shout
dude,
out to the Netflix to like believe in it.
So at what point can we give a shout out to your mom?
This topic is really interesting and really clip worthy. That's why I keep hammering him with questions. Do we move on now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we can move on. I would just say this, Jake. Let me tell you something, bro.
Okay.
And I don't mean to lil bro you, but
he always does.
Can we switch it to younger?
Oh,
bro?
my God.
Younger bro.
yeah,
instead of
sure,
little
whatever
bro?
the fuck you want.
He is bigger than
He's
you.
actually bigger than you. He's actually bigger than you.
Not
So-
height wise.
Yo, today, right now, you guys get an argument and it goes down. Who's winning?
I mean, Jake's on edge, bro. I think he's. Here's the difference. He's capable of,
I'm aware.
like, really. I'm not sure. I mean, well.
Okay.
Mike Tyson's opinion carries unmatched weight in the boxing world. After sparring with Jake Paul, Tyson openly admitted Jake's punches had real power, so much that his body felt sore afterward. Coming from Tyson, a man who fought and knocked out the most dangerous heavyweights in history, that is no casual praise. It proves Paul's strength is not hype, it's real. Tyson's words validate Paul's dedication to training and show he's not just a YouTuber dabbling in boxing, but a legitimate athlete capable of doing serious damage.
I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little. Listen, know what I remember? Coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jacob doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah. A little bow at the end. He bowed.
And that's the last thing I remember. You know, but the day after the fight, the day after, I woke up, I told my wife, why did I do that? I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it. But my body was really sore. Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really...
Mike Perry, never shy with his words, ripped into the idea of Gervonta, Tank Davis stepping in against Jake Paul. Perry claimed Davis is no longer the knockout artist he once was and questioned whether his passion for boxing is fading. He explained that when a fighter loses a hunger for sport, it's almost impossible to succeed against someone naturally bigger, stronger, and hungrier. Perry stressed that Davis, despite his speed and skill, will be fighting an uphill battle against Paul, who could outweigh him by nearly 180 pounds. That kind of size gap isn't minor. It changes stamina, punch resistance, and the entire fight dynamic.
Jake is big. Tank has a lot of skill, but I don't think he's the same Tank that we saw the most incredible knockouts. We saw him, I mean, Lamont Roach performed great. They went to draw, and, you know, I just don't know. And Tank walked away. I don't know if he loves it enough to beat a guy who outweighs him by 80 to 100 pounds.
Yeah, true. Final question from me. Canelo, Terrence Crawford, who you got in that fight?
I think I'm going with the Mexican power.
Trainer Greg Hackett gave a more balanced view, explaining that Tank Davis's decision to fight Jake Paul is about business, not desperation. He emphasized there's no shame in chasing a big payday. Every fighter wants to maximize their earnings. For Hackett, this fight doesn't mark the end of Davis's career or tarnish his legacy. It's simply a smart financial move. Boxing has always been about money as much as legacy, and Hackett urged fans not to disrespect Tank for treating it like the prize-fighting business it is.
When I first saw the headlines and I saw that they was, instead of him fighting Lamont, he'd be fighting Jake, whatever. At first I was like, damn, Tank, like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's up. But then I started thinking about it throughout the day. I'm thinking about it, I'm seeing the posts, and I'm like, yo, none of this is guaranteed. Like, none of that we do in life is guaranteed. And it's also not a guarantee that we all gonna be here for a long time. You know what I mean? We all know somebody that died too early. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I know about life, when I hear old heads talk, you ask them about regrets. I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. I wish I could have did this. I wish I could have did that. At the end of the day, man, he taking a shot at some money. We all wish we could have made that kind of money. I don't understand the issue. He could come back and fight whoever he want after that. His career is not over just because you fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul ain't no type of fucking demon. It's not like he about to go in there with Godzilla. You about to play around for 8 rounds, 2 minutes with a dickhead. You know what I mean? No disrespect. But, you know, with somebody that think they know how to fight. This is a bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? This is what people do in the corporate world every day. Still money. He doing it. I'm not mad at that, man. Yeah, I ain't mad at Tank for some